Welcome to the channel and welcome to another video in the FlightFactor 777 freighter. This is leg 2 of World Express flight 522. We're going to be going from Leipzig to Bahrain. So this flight departs late evening and we'll get there in the morning. This is how they left it, so completely cold and dark, so battery switch on. Next, power. And then just go through the rest as per your flows. And I'll get rid of this torch in a moment. There's 1 litre of poop in there from the previous crew.
What? Disgusting.
Let's get rid of that, shall we? I don't want to take it over to Bahrain. We'll need to put a used by label on it, won't we? Just to repeat, I'm not doing this to show you any flows. We're just showing the fact that we've took the aircraft from A to B, and we're showing you some of the features on it as well, the interesting features of the freighter. But works in the same way. Going to have to just call the ground crew. And now we can request the lavatory trunk. And when it arrives, you'll see those options become available. There we go.
20 minutes. What do you think we should do? Fix it.
I have already said I am not taking that over to Bahrain.
Sure.
It literally took seconds, not 20 minutes. And then I'll remove it in that way. I'm telling you, they've gone.
I'm telling you, she's gone.
So I'm going to choose my zero fuel weight from here first before we go into Simbrick. So the first thing I'm going to do is a simplified zero fuel weight of 240 tonnes. Then I'm going to untick that. And then have a look at each one of these individually. So the freight load, that's 70 tonnes. And then the cargo load is 30 tonnes. Now the keen-eyed amongst you will note that I've already loaded the plane, so it did say on there, plane is loaded. But it works the same as the passenger version, in so much that ground, from here, are responsible for your cargo and fuel, not yet loaded the fuel. And then the loadmaster, in place of the purser, they are responsible for your main deck freight and your coffee. Going to need 50.5 tonnes of fuel. A reminder, you can use the sliders here, scroll the mouse, or you can click into it and type a value. Just approaching 26 left, so let's do the before takeoff check.
Before takeoff checklist.
So we're using flap 5 for departure.
On runway 26 left.
Take off. Welcome back. So we've been in the air now for 4 hours and 3/4. We're just descending. Airfield is behind us, kind of an hour, sort of 4/5 o'clock. And we're going to be landing on runway 30 right. First time landing in Bahrain as well for me. So just feeling now probably a bit high, but note the clean speed, it's in excess of 230 knots. So we're going to go flap 1. Let's wind the speed down. The We've got idle power at the moment, so kind of winding the speed book down. Not really going to do much until the engines start to come on power. Probably a bit of speed brake needed.
Landing gear down.
I thought that was arm then. I've got the checklist there, so let's just go until we can feel it and hear it there rumbling away. So we're going to use 3000. I've got the localizer, that's already armed. Armed again, so the speed brake's now armed. See, the speed is creeping back. Flap 5. Let's see the ballooning there, so it's just these little things to get different, to get used to. These differences to get used to on the freighter. It almost felt like I was descending in a 330 Neo. It's that kind of weight that you're dealing with. And then flap 15. Let's just get the speed back while we're still level. On the approach, glide slope. Speed brake's still armed. Just crossed over the 11-mile range ring there. They're my standard range rings that I use. And I'm going to go gear down.
Flaps set.
So flap, I'm just going to be using flap 25. I know that's what I normally use. Maybe flap 30 might be a better option. We'll go with 25. Still getting used to things. I've just been monitoring the fuel burn as well. Flap 25, flap 20. I've just been monitoring the fuel as we've been flying. We were burning about 8 tons an hour at one point. It's incredible. So, of course, much bigger engine. Flap 25. Buck right down there to VREF. Which I have put in, haven't I? No. Okay. As I haven't, the speed is still going to be in excess of 150, isn't it? So go 151. And back to the view. Flap 30. So coming down 151.
Set.
That's
Checklist
selected.
complete.
Thank you. Got that. Sort of headwind, crosswind, 340 degrees at 23, so quite strong. But of course the nose sort of pointed that way. Would you like to see a graph on the wind overlaid? Of course you would. Go on, it's up there. Was that Greg moving? Just heard a noise there. Right, let's take the throttles. And on the triple you can, a bit like an Airbus, you can land with the auto throttle engaged. And my aircraft. So the other day when we landed in Leipzig, we'd got a zero fuel weight of 225. So, you know, these differences were apparent at that. We're 15 tons heavier today.
1,000.
And probably about 6 more tons of fuel remaining than when we landed in Leipzig. Had some nice tailwinds on the way over to Bahrain. You can see 15 degrees. It's quite early in the morning. And yeah, first time landing here, so the cargo apron is right at the end of 30 left. So 30 left might have been a choice if I was feeling brave. Anyway,
500.
let's land on 30 right, just keep going right to the end.
400.
As you can see, just making those small
Approaching
corrections. That wind has died off a bit.
300. Minimums. 200.
That's kind of what we experienced on the final approach and landing.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, half,
Greg, get ready, brace yourself. There we go. Reverse. Five hours. Right, reverses stowed. Just going to keep rolling along while I get my chart so I can see where we are. Actually, we will come off here. Let's. So this is taxiway Delta. Left a bit more. Stop. I've got you. Okay, let's set the parking brake. Parking brake set. APU is running and engine 1 cut. Engine 2 cut. Seatbelts off. Not you, Greg. You stay in. You've got special assistance coming to you.
Okay.